It looks like Dre, Michelle, and Jalen Green are dealing with way more drama than just the age gap between them. These past few days have been packed with some of the wildest stories, and I couldn't just leave y'all hanging. I had to bring all the details. From the outside, their relationship might have looked like it was working despite how unusual it seemed, but behind the scenes, things don't seem so steady. Rumors are swirling about Draya that sound a lot like the allegations people once made against Diddy, and if that wasn't enough, whispers are going around that the child she shares with Jalen might not even be his. To make things worse, people say Draya actually swung on Jalen right there in the middle of a Hollywood street. So, are they falling apart for good, or is this just another messy fight that they'll eventually patch up? Now, it's not every day you see a much younger guy dating a much older woman. Usually, it's the other way around, with older men choosing women half their age. That's why the internet exploded when it came out that Draya, who's 40, was in a relationship with 23-year-old NBA player Jalen Green. The shock got even bigger when people realized that Draya's oldest son, Nico, is actually the same age as Jalen. To make it more awkward, Draya often takes Nico to watch Jalen's games, and many people feel bad for him. They say Nico looks uncomfortable, almost embarrassed, like he doesn't even want to be in the same space. The 17-year age gap already had people talking, but the fact that she could practically be Jalen's mom just made the situation even harder for the public to ignore. But the age gap isn't the only thing raising eyebrows. Rumors about Draya being unfaithful to Jalen started floating around last year. For those who don't know, Draya first gained fame through the reality show Basketball Wives LA, long before her romance with Jalen put her back in the headlines. On that show, she starred alongside Laura Govan, who was linked to former NBA player Gilbert Arenas. Things got even more complicated when Nick Young, another NBA player, shared a wild story in a 2022 interview with Vlad TV. He claimed that back when he was a rookie, Gilbert used to make him drive around like his personal chauffeur, complete with a chauffeur hat, and often dragged him to clubs where Draya Michelle was also around.
No, it's actually true. With the show, like chauffeur hat with the little suit with wait for Gil. But he paid me for it, so I'm like, all right, cool.
Well, but he would get a girl and start messing with her in the back seat?
Back seat. I can't say the name he had, but he had a good one time. And I'm like, is this real? He in the back door, I'm driving. They doing whatever in the back.
Nick Young once shared a story about driving Gilbert Arenas to a club, where Draya and another woman later joined them. According to Nick, things quickly got intimate in the back seat, while he was still behind the wheel. For someone like Gilbert, known for his wild lifestyle, this wasn't exactly shocking. But for Nick, it became a funny story to tell later. The story gained more traction when Laura Govan appeared on a podcast called Reality with the King. At that time, she was no longer with Arenas, so when she was asked about Nick's story, she confirmed that it was true. Laura went even further, calling Draya one of Gilbert's side girls, and claiming this wasn't a one-time thing. She even said she found paperwork at their shared home suggesting Arenas paid Draya $25,000 to move to Los Angeles. That revelation set social media on fire, and people dragged Draya's name through the mud. Draya eventually fired back. In a now-deleted series of Instagram stories, she said she had been bullied online for nearly a year, but had stayed quiet until it became too much. She insisted she never messed with anyone's husband, pointed out that no one was married at the time, and claimed her interactions with Arenas happened long before her reality TV fame. She admitted she wasn't perfect in the past, but argued she didn't deserve constant attacks. Later, when Arenas was asked directly, he didn't deny that something happened, but also didn't fully admit it either, which kept the gossip alive. People then began criticizing Draya again, especially after she started dating Jalen Green, a man the same age as her son. The internet quickly labeled her a cougar and accused her of grooming him. When asked about the backlash, Draya brushed it off, saying she didn't care what people thought.
I don't know what people's problem is. Two adults being in love, I don't know why that would rub people the wrong way. It's kind of weird. Love is love at the end of the day.
When it comes to relationships, we often see older men dating much younger women, and most people don't even blink an eye. But when the roles are reversed, and a woman dates a man who could easily be her son's age, the reaction is usually very different. That's exactly what happened with Draya and Jalen Green. Many people find it strange, not just because of the age gap, but also because Draya's oldest son is the same age as Jalen. To make matters even more awkward, she sometimes brought her son along to watch Jalen play, making people wonder if they were supposed to be friends just because they were both 23. The situation got even messier when Draya had a baby with Jalen in May 2024. Their daughter, named Light Green, quickly became a hot topic, not only because of the unusual name, but also because Jalen had another child just months earlier. In February 2024, a young woman named Maya Lopo, who is the same age as Jalen, gave birth to his first child. That meant Jalen went from having no kids to being the father of two in the span of a few months. When Draya found out she wouldn't be the only one sharing child support, she was reportedly furious. But things didn't stop there. Rumors spread that Jalen had gotten yet another woman pregnant while still with Draya. The internet mocked her, saying the older woman trying to control the young player ended up being played herself. People also claimed her son Nico no longer has a good relationship with her, possibly because of the embarrassment of his mother dating someone his age. Friends even joked that Nico and Jalen probably grew up watching the same cartoons. The drama reached another level during New York Fashion Week when Draya and Jalen allegedly got into a heated argument in public. Witnesses claimed Draya almost put her hands on him and had to be pulled away before it escalated further. Some say alcohol was involved, and Draya blurted out accusations that Jalen had cheated on her while she was pregnant. She allegedly hinted that their daughter might not even be his, though that remains only a rumor. Others believe she lashed out simply because Jalen looked at another woman too long at the party. Despite all the tension, Draya quickly posted a video afterward showing them cozy and affectionate, as if nothing had happened. Still, critics pointed out that their relationship often looks more like a mother-son dynamic than a partnership. Many accuse Draya of chasing NBA money, with some even labeling her a gold digger who used a baby to tie Jalen down. Considering Jalen recently signed a $106 million contract, those claims gained even more traction. And if all that wasn't enough, whispers have linked Draya to Diddy as well. A music producer claimed he once saw her with Diddy in his home and implied something inappropriate was happening, even with Cassie present. Draya has never confirmed or denied these claims, but she has admitted in the past that she made poor choices before and wasn't always guided by the best conscience. At the end of the day, whether these rumors are true or not, one thing is clear: Draya and Jalen's relationship is surrounded by non-stop drama, and the world is watching to see what happens next.
Like last time I seen Draya, when we was talking about that shit, she was with Puff, and I feel like she was giving a nigga a hand. This Puff was trying to have a meeting with me or whatever, and like we there, and like Cassie's in the house or whatever, and like Draya's there or whatever, and like Draya's sitting next to him.
Yeah, the threesome.
And the nigga's trying to have a meeting with me, and like I think that like Draya like giving him a hand job or something under the cut blanket. Probably, I'm like, bro, I don't want to talk too much. I went back downstairs.
Right now, things couldn't be more complicated for Draya. Her son barely speaks to her, and it looks like Jalen might not stick around much longer either. People are saying she's running out of ways to keep him interested, but if there's one thing about Draya, it's that she knows how to bounce back fast. Still, Jalen's life feels completely turned upside down. The rumors that have been floating around for months are no longer just whispers. DNA results have brought some shocking truths to light. Now the whole internet is watching this relationship fall apart right in front of them. From public arguments to messy family drama, nothing about their situation feels normal. And the truth is, the fallout has only just begun. The real question is, will Jalen finally walk away, or will Draya find a way to pull him back into her world once again?